Hello everyone, my name is Ghazala and you're watching Kitchen Love Stories with me. I feel extremely lucky and happy as so many people are helping me with their authentic and family recipes to fulfill my dream of making authentic cuisine from every state in our country. Thank you so much for helping me. Today, I'm here with another exciting recipe from Rajasthan, Kabuli. This is the second recipe we are making from the state Rajasthan. Kabuli is a simple yet mouth-watering pulao. This is a vegetarian treat which is hard to say no to. This recipe was shared with me by Neetu. She's from Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Neetu is my friend Nisha's friend and neighbor. She was more than happy to help me with her authentic and family recipe. Thank you so much Neetu for helping me and sharing this wonderful recipe. Thank you so much. I really thank all of you for helping me by sharing all your authentic and family recipes. There are people whom I don't know, but when I connect to them, they are happy to help me. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I request you all to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done yet. Also, I request you to share this video with your family and friends. So let's start making this mouth-watering and special dish, Kabuli. Let's make it. And to make this wonderful and easy pulao, the vegetables we need are tomatoes. These are frozen peas. You can also use fresh peas if you have. Carrots and potatoes. 2 pods of garlic and medium-sized onions. These 2 pods of peeled garlic, I have crushed them in mortar and pestle very finely. And these are the cauliflower florets. And the next step is to slice all of these vegetables. Let me show you how. So we have sliced these potatoes, carrots and onions, and we had already cut the cauliflower florets. We have also saved 2 of the onions and did not slice the tomatoes. That we'll do later. Now let's move on to the cooking process. Ghee in iron pot. And when ghee is warm, we'll just add carrots. You should never bring ghee to the smoking point. The taste of the ghee changes. We'll wait for these carrots to turn pink and then remove. We'll add the sliced potatoes now. And wait for them to turn light golden. Remove them. Now add the cauliflower and repeat the same process. You can see they have turned light golden in color. Remove them. We are removing all the vegetables in the same bowl. Now add onions. I think they have turned light golden. We'll remove them too. And these are the fresh bread slices. I've cut each slices into 9 pieces. Left it open in the kitchen for about 10 minutes for it to dry a bit, and then I'm frying it in the ghee. Removed it when it's golden brown. You can see here. It's time to add garlic, which we crushed in mortar and pestle. Fry for about 30 seconds on medium flame. Add very finely chopped green chilies. some turmeric powder, degi mirch powder, coriander powder. Switch the flame to low. We are going to fry them for about 10 seconds on low flame. When you fry the powdered masala in the oil or ghee on low flame, what it does, it brings out all the flavors properly. It's time to add yogurt. Switch the flame to medium and then we'll start mixing this. We will not stop mixing this yogurt and masala together until it comes to the boil. As you can see here, it's boiling. Now is the time to add salt. Please turn the flame to high and we'll keep frying this masala until it reduces to half. After the masala is fried, we'll add peas. And we'll add all the fried vegetables, including the onions. We'll give them all a good mix. If you wish to add fresh peas, you need to pre-boil them before adding it in the masala. Be very gentle while mixing this, and you can also check for the salt at this stage. I have added a tablespoon of salt, which is perfect in this. After adding all the vegetables in masala, mix them gently and we'll cook it for 5 minutes on medium flame, and this vegetable is ready. Now let's cook the rice. This is 8 cups of water. Add cardamoms, cinnamon, bay leaves, and 1.5 tablespoons of salt, juice of half fresh lime, After adding all this, we'll cover this and wait for it to boil. Remember, we saved 2 onions and did not slice the tomatoes. We are going to slice them now. Slice the onions and loosen them to become rings. Slice the tomatoes. They should be very thin. Let me show you how thin I have sliced them. The water is started to boil. We'll add basmati rice. I have washed and soaked this basmati rice for half an hour. Check for the salt and it's perfect. And we are going to cover this and cook until the rice is cooked 70%. Please do not overcook the rice. I am cooking this rice on high flame. The rice is 70% cooked and I am going to drain them now. This is the drained rice. Let me show you how it's cooked. You can see. And this is the time to lay the layers. I am doing it in the same pot I cooked rice in. A good layer of rice. Place the sliced tomatoes. Sprinkle the onion rings everywhere equally, and then add a layer of cooked vegetables on this. Divide the vegetables you cooked into 2 parts. 1 part of the vegetables goes in this layer. Layer of the rice again. Place the tomatoes. Sprinkle onion rings. On this layer we are going to sprinkle some chopped coriander leaves. And remaining half of the vegetables we are going to layer it. Again a layer of rice. You can divide the rice into 3 parts before layering it. And finally, we are going to place the fried bread pieces. Actually, Neetu asked me to layer these bread pieces with tomatoes and onions. But I like the crispy ones, so I have layered it on top. We are going to cover this and leave it on dum for 5 minutes on low flame. And after 5 minutes, let me show you. I cannot explain how flavorful this is. We cooked it with few spices, but the flavor of this pulao is amazing. Actually, I am amazed with this Rajasthani recipe. The layered raw onions and tomatoes along with the vegetables bring out so much flavor and taste. I really want you all to make this and experience this wonderful pulao. I was told to serve this with lime and papad, and this has turned out to be an amazing combination, believe me. Just sprinkle some lemon and enjoy. This kabuli we made was quick, simple and delicious recipe that you can make in a fix. I am sure your friends and family will relish it. Thank you for watching Kitchen Love Stories with Ghazala. See you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye. Take care.